Hi, and welcome to How to Avoid Waiting in Line at TCC. I'm Margie Menzel of Tallahassee Community College, and I'm here with some of our experts on applying for admission in financial aid. Here's Bill Spiers, the Director of Financial Aid. And Bill, a lot of students and their parents find the application for financial aid pretty daunting, don't they?
Yes, they do, and primarily because there's a lot of words on the form and it looks confusing, when in actuality it's a rather simple form when you get started, and the average person can complete it accurately the first time by just simply following the directions in the form.
So the first step is the TCC passport, is that correct?
Well, the first step for federal financial aid is to go to www.FASFA.ed.gov. And at that point, you begin filling in the free application for federal student aid, which you then include TCC's school code on, which is 001533. And once that's on there, the information comes to us for us to process and determine the student's eligibility.
That's automatic.
That's automatic from that point.
Now, what can you do? The FAFSA is a pretty complicated document. What can you do to make sure that you're ready to go through it and have everything you need?
The most important thing to do is gather your tax documents. That's the first step. Gather all of your tax documents, and then the second most important step is read the instructions to the form. What the families are going to find is that the form is primarily directory information: name, address, telephone number, and then the financial information. The form directs them to the exact line on the tax form they need to go to provide the information. Just following the directions will make a smooth application process.
What happens if you go off the rails and you need some help with your application?
If you need some help filling in that application, that's why we have a financial aid office at Tallahassee Community College. We're here to help.
Bill, I understand some students are selected for a process called verification. Could you explain what that means?
Yes, the students selected for verification are selected by the federal government, not by TCC. And there's additional documents that they will be asked to provide as specified by the federal government. Those are listed when they go into their passport site in the financial aid section of the passport account. We also send every student an email telling them what their missing documents are. By providing those documents early and getting those to us timely, they will be able to avoid lines at TCC.
One more question, Bill.
Sure.
I know that if a student waits till the very last minute, he or she might end up paying. Is that correct?
If a student waits till the very last minute, the financial aid process, because we have to physically look at documents as specified by the U.S. Department of Education, it takes time to process the file, so there's not immediate turnaround. Technically, we need at least 2 weeks to process a file correctly the first time.